Hey guys, we're back working on this 51, doing a little patchwork. So I just thought I'd show you what we've done this evening in an hour or so. There were some rusty chunks in this floor. You can see through it pretty good. So I cut those out and made little templates. Cut out some new steel. Now we're gonna get them welded in here. So something like that, and get ourselves a solid non-see-through floor. Let's get after it. Okay, problem solved. We got a couple pieces of sheet metal welded in, and we're back to better. Now we just need to fill about 50 holes in the firewall, and we can proceed. Gonna probably clean up this dash and get some color on that. Freshen up the color on this after we weld up some holes, and then start getting this pieced back together. All right, hey, we're back working on 51 here, and we're gonna clean up this firewall. There are about 8,000 holes in this thing, and we probably only need about 5. So we're gonna fill every hole that doesn't have a fastener in it. I think that's these two. So we'll clean it up a little bit with our grinder, and we'll then start welding. One of the tricks I have for welding these small holes is to put a backer piece on the opposite side. So clamp it in place and then weld from this side. This is bronze material, so it doesn't stick to the weld steel. So you can fill a thin sheet metal hole by putting this back there. Your metal doesn't go all over the place. Keeps it tight to the sheet metal there. So we'll do that, and then on the bigger holes we'll use some filler sheet metal. We'll cut little pieces to fit in there. So here we go. Okay, let's show you the progress. Elena, you did an awesome job on this upper hole. You can't even tell where that hole was. And now working on the bottom one. This was your first attempt at welding ever. Nice job. So we'll just, now that you've ground that down, we'll fill it in with some more metal and regrind it. And same thing. You won't be able to tell was even a hole there. We'll come back over it with some paint and be a smooth firewall. Nice job. All right, we're continuing work on the cab of this 51, and we have filled in some holes with a spot welding technique, a rose type weld. Filling that up and then grinded them off flush. We still have to do bigger metal inserts here and weld those in. So we'll use some scrap material to do that. just zoom in on this so you can see a little bit about how this goes. On this one, for example, cleaned up around the edge and then cut a little piece, tacked it in place, and then I'll continue just tacking that around the perimeter so it doesn't get too hot and burn all the way through. There's one of those kind of spot weld, plug welds. There's a little piece. Clean that up, and there's one kind of finished with the whole perimeter. And there's a couple more there. So yeah, once we're done welding it up and grinding it smooth, we should have nice flat firewall. Won't be perfect, but there's like 50 holes in these, so I might have to re-drill a couple of them that I'll need for, but I'll be able to put them where exactly I want them for wiring, and then throttle cable and the heater core. We'll put 2 holes, and hopefully they don't happen to land in the same spot as we've got a couple today, so otherwise that'll be a waste of work. But just doing that, clean it up, and then we can put them exactly where we want them when we put the truck together. So there we go. Hey, what's up guys? So I just wanted to give you a quick update on how we've done on the 51. This project isn't going as fast as I would like it to, but wanted to show where we're at and get something out to you to keep you updated. And so in that last clip you saw we got a lot of the rest of the holes filled in this firewall, and you know, the first ones we did were able to just fill with a rosebud type weld. Then some of these others we actually cut some pieces of metal. I think we used either 18 or 20 gauge sheet metal and trimmed up some filler pieces, especially like this guy here, big solid piece there. So I wouldn't call this 100% or success ready for paint just yet, but we're getting close. So that'll be our next step. We'll clean up these welds kind of like this. There's Elena's weld. It looks really good. We'll smooth that out and get it ready for a shot of paint, and we'll keep this forest green going, as the nickname implies, Forest. So stay tuned. Be ready for the next edition, where we'll show a finished product on the firewall. We'll show also on the bed our progress there. And thanks for sticking with us, and we'll see you on the next one.